Viewer asked 12 words that changed the course of history.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me? Hawk Tuah and spit on it. Spit on it.
Incredible that she became famous off of this. Her problem was, number one, she wasn't talented. That was bad. And then she got a management team. The management team wasn't concerned with getting her to be a long-standing content creator. They just want to make money quick, right? As you guys are gonna see here. And then on top of that, the speed at which she rose, it was just inevitable for it to crash. And then she's also like a dumb bimbo. She's not smart. This comes from Sunny V2, a faceless YouTuber that makes downfall videos, which is kind of a hater thing to do, but hey, niggas want to always fucking, you know, profit off people's L's, which, you know, in this case, you know, he wasn't far off on this one, though. The Hawk Tuah girl really fucked her shit up, chat.
Hayley Welch initially seemed to be a genius, turning her meme into a career.
This bro's Australian.
That made hundreds of thousands of dollars. However, it only lasted 176 days before she realized that success could also be a nightmare. It all began on this channel here, Tim and DTV. They had just 21,000 subscribers.
All right, and she didn't want to fucking give these niggas any love too, which is crazy, bro. She did not want to shout these guys out, and they put her on, bro. They made her rich. She should be thanking these niggas.
Gained
I
from
would have brought them on my show first.
doing street interviews in Nashville, Tennessee, where they'd meet two unknown people who were out having fun. Chelsea Bradford and her friend Hayley Welch, with some drinks in their system.
And these girls are 304s, bro. Big 304s.
They answered basic.
I'll tell you this, man. White girls be getting crazy, especially in towns like this. Nashville, Austin, like, bro, these girls be just trying to smash, man. Whores.
Questions.
How do you get over a breakup?
Only way to get over one is get under another.
Until the
You say shit like, come on, man.
That was easy.
interviewer asked 12 words that changed the course of history.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me? Hawk Tuah and spit on it. Spit on it.
Incredible that she became famous off of this.
Roughly 2 days later, on the 11th of June 2024, Darius reposted the snippet to his Instagram. Again, he had just a couple thousand followers, yet this didn't stop the algorithm from making the video viral. 18 million views and almost 500,000 likes.
It's not gonna get any
That's wild.
bigger than this. And I go back like an hour later and the views done went up by like 1 million. I was like, oh my God, there is no way that just happened.
We make charts famous.
The clips went equally viral on TikTok, where everybody clearly loved her. She's a total vibe. Protect this woman at all costs.
This Schroeder? Yeah, this nigga's a simp.
Hawk Tuah for president.
This nigga's a simp too.
However,
I'll be honest with you guys. I forget how many men are blue pill as fuck, bro. Oh man. I forget how many niggas are blue pill. But you know what? You guys are gonna learn. We might start bringing regular guys on for the after hours, guys. We might bring some regular guys on for the after hours. I think you guys have been asking for a bit. So I want you niggas to enjoy and see how many men are fucking blue pill out here. Y'all are gonna see, bro. Shit is crazy.
Hayley was disappointed that this didn't translate to income.
Everybody else is making money off of it with merchandise, and he's making money off the videos. I was like, that's not fair. Like, it's me.
And if in case you guys are wondering, yep. Did a DNA test, came back like 90%.
Why am I not making any money?
It was therefore announced Hawk Tuah official. We are selling authorized merchandise representing the Hawk Tuah girl, so she is getting part of the proceeds. Get all of your apparel here. Hayley had launched her own line of hats, selling for between $30 and $40 each. It took only 9 days before she'd announce, our infamous signed Hawk Tuah hats are now sold out, with Rolling Stone therefore reporting, Hawk Tuah girl has already sold at least $65,000 worth of merch. Even Joe Rogan was keen to buy a piece.
She's making money. There's merch now. There's like Hawk Tuah merch. Oh, I need to buy a shirt.
Look at her. She's signing fucking hats.
Only in America. Only in America.
Showing Hayley she was able to commercialize the meme. There was just one problem. Nobody knew who she even was. The only information given was that her name was Hayley Welch, which wasn't all that useful as she had no social media.
I was sitting there, I was giggling. I was like, they're like, where is she? I'm like, right here, but you don't know it.
Finding the Hawk Tuah girl became a search for millions, with people stating on Instagram, Osama bin Laden had less people looking for him. Some believe she was a preschool teacher.
And also, just so you guys know, a big reason why people were searching for her so hard is because there's a lot of fucking simps out there. Like, a lot of simps. So, and here's the thing. Look, she has a very all-American girl look, right? She has a country accent, very mid, nothing crazy. She's like an average white girl. Bro, you know how many girls look like this? You go to any... Bro, when you guys see about South Carolina University, you guys are going to see. University of South Carolina, you guys are going to see a bunch of girls like this on campus. When I was at Northeastern, bunch of girls like this. Any college you go to, you're going to see girls that look just like this. And she's young. She's like in her early 20s. She looks older, but she's like in her early 20s. So, like, she's just very, what's the word I want to use here? I guess you could use the term comfortable, because, like, a lot of girls look like her, so she has that girl next door look, so that's why she's so relatable. Excuse me. Yes, that's why, like, she's so relatable, because, like, everybody knows a girl that looks like her, bro. Everybody. So, that's why.
While others were certain she worked in a bar. However, both of these rumors were smashed when Haley addressed the public in her first podcast appearance.
I worked in a spring factory. I'm not a school teacher.
That was my next question, because
Or a
everyone said that
bartender.
you were a teacher and got fired from your job.
No, I'm not even old.
Yeah, and they did this interview, like, she got invited to, like, I forget who the country artist was, but she got, like, invited to, like, come out for a country concert. I think this was the day when she had this out. Someone in the chat, tell me who was the country concert guy that brought her out.
Enough to be a teacher.
Haley further revealed she'd been offered some crazy money.
$600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting.
And as a result, she'd hired herself a social media crew.
You have a full management team. You have a manager now.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
a shooter. She comes in with like this big ass camera. Like she's the real deal. Already, this happened like a week ago.
Yes, ma'am.
But her capitalization began to repulse the audience. An
All
entire
right, now this is where, and this is kind of where you get into the middle ground, guys, right? So what she's about to experience, right? And this sucks for people like her that get famous that big. Most people, once you get into the internet and you start like, you know, getting on TikTok, YouTube, etc., like you have a slow, you know, ascent up. Slow. Her was like, bam, right? So someone like her that had like a regular job and then getting a management team. So here's the thing. When you don't understand social media, right, and you get in early and you have like a management team, the management team's job is to make as much money as possible, okay? They're not really too concerned with like making good content and keeping you an audience long term. They're concerned with making money. So me looking back on this, the problem here was she got famous quick and she immediately started monetizing her audience. Now, you could go that route, like you'll make a lot of money doing that, but it's gonna be very difficult to maintain people when you're just like money grubbing and trying to like, you know, monetize or profit off everything. Like, the way to really build an audience is like give a ton of free content, ton free content. Then maybe sell merch, maybe make a paywall, whatever, but you gotta give a lot of free content up front. Now you guys see with us, we gave you guys years of stuff and barely paywall anything. Even to this day, we still like try not to paywall stuff. I try to give you guys as much content as I can for free, and I'm gonna give like some exclusive stuff. Which, by the way, Council Club guys, I got something for you guys coming very soon. But the goal is to put a lot of your stuff out for free, and then like put the exclusive stuff behind a paywall for the real supporters. Give them the best shit, obviously. But you got to give out a lot for free, okay? Her problem was she came in with a management team. When you come with a management team, bro, these niggas just want to make money. And they're trying to make money off your name. That's why having a management team up front, like, it's great for monetization purposes up front, but it'll fuck you up like with like your image a lot of times. Because they might give you ideas or tell you to do things, which you guys are going to see here in a second, which will profit you, but it's going to profit you at a fucking cost. Okay? And we're going to see that right here soon.
entire management team in a week. Wild. The fact that she already has an entire management team is insane. You made a drunk joke, and the next day you have whole management behind you. This world is crazy. Then help her appear at a Zach Bryan concert.
Now, here's the other thing too. When you're talentless, right? Which, let's be honest here, she's not talented. Right? Right place, right time, said some stupid shit. Got famous. Fine. But when you're talentless and you come up quick, here's another thing too. People are going to be jealous of you, bro. Like us, we had a very, well, not a very fast climb up. It took us like a year or two to really like hit our stride. But we grew a lot faster than other niggas. This is why people like Abba and Preacher, shit like that. A lot of these YouTubers that made hate videos on us, like it took them years, a decade to get to where we got in like 2 years. So, like a lot of YouTubers will see this shit and get mad, right? Now, what'll happen is if you're talented and you're doing something good, they'll like kind of show support, and then as soon as you like make a mistake, they fucking jump on you like crazy, right? So with her, she was always talentless. Like she wasn't doing nothing interesting or different. So people were like, okay, this bitch is gonna fall off. And then as soon as she did something stupid, they were on her. They were on her, like white on rice, right? So once you start to blow up, you're always gonna have haters. You're gonna always have people preying on your downfall. They're gonna be just oh yes, especially like the gossip tubers, right? The gossip tubers, niggas like Sunny V2, no offense, but like that literally make a bunch of money off of people's downfalls, that profit off you losing. Right? And there's a bunch of YouTube channels that do this shit. There's like 10 I could think of that literally just all they do is just like, such and such deserved this failure. The downfall of XYZ. Like these dudes make a bunch of money on this shit. Right? So niggas like that are preying on you to fail. They're preying on you to fail. So you got to come in really smart. But her problem was, number one, she wasn't talented. That was bad. And then she got a management team. The management team wasn't concerned with like getting her to be a long-standing content creator. They just want to make money quick, right? As you guys are going to see here. And then on top of that, the speed at which she rose, it was just inevitable for it to crash. And then she's also like a dumb bimbo. Let's be honest here. She's not like intelligent. If you guys ever heard this girl speak or whatever, she's not smart. So that also fucked her up.
While she began to sell merch on a much larger scale.
You already have a deal with Spencer's?
That's awesome.
Like every Spencer's everywhere?
What can I go buy at Spencer's of yours?
Hat, shirts.
Hats and shirts, yeah.
She'd become friends with Jake Paul, tried to trademark the Hawk Tuah phrase, and was suddenly being followed by TMZ.
Now look, to her defense, this is like a meteoric rise that most people would never know how to deal with. And she's like a bimbo. She's like 21, 22, 23, something like that. So like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, this girl probably has like 95 IQ. You know what I mean? So she doesn't know what the fuck to do with like this meteoric rise to fame so quickly. She went from like being a regular chick, doing pub crawls, that's what white girls her age do, to like now TMZ's following her around in LA.
They want pictures of my toes. They want pictures of your toes? I don't want.
I'm certain that this is LA where she's at right here. It looks like she just got, this is the LAX, if I'm not mistaken.
to sell pictures of my toes. No.
Even Eminem used the phrase to promote his new album, whilst more than one person got a Hawk Tuah
That's crazy, bro. These niggas are the worst.
tattoo. She passed 1 million Instagram followers in less than 30 days and was
That's wild.
being paid $30,000 just to appear at clubs.
30,000 to appear at a club, bro.
However, if you're given success without first
Yeah. And what he's about to say here is actually very true.
going through hell, you'll find that the hell creates itself later.
Yep, absolutely. That is so true. That is so true. If you become successful like that quickly, without going through it, people are praying for your fucking downfall, bro. They are praying for your downfall, man.
Her Instagram comments began to change rapidly. Whilst they once read "she's a national treasure, keep this woman safe," they quickly
That nigga's a simp.
transformed into "this has to stop."
Yeah, because people are realizing, like, making clowns famous part. Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like,
This is pathetic. Isn't this embarrassing?
now, see, this is what she should have done, right? Her problem was this. She blew up, and then she didn't immediately show some kind of skill set that she has. And the problem when you blow up like that, if you don't, like, fucking take that clout and, like, push it in the right way of where it needs to go, you're gonna be written off as a dumb bitch. And that's what ended up happening. She never, like, showed a cool skill set, any real talents, nothing. But she's like a regular, bro, look, this is gonna be a lot of you guys that watch this shit already know what I'm kind of gonna say here, but this is gonna be an uncomfortable reality. For a lot of you guys that I need to tell you guys right now. Most women in America are simply not interesting. Okay? They're just not. They don't have interesting hobbies. They don't have interesting talents. They don't have an interesting background a lot of times. They don't have anything cool about themselves. No cool stories, no nothing. Okay? A lot of girls, especially white girls in their 20s from middle America, right? Don't do anything besides go to the beach in the summertime, hang out with friends, party, drink, do pub crawls, keggers every now and then, and that's it. How do I know this? Because I've been with a lot of them, and I've dealt with a lot of them. You know? Like, bro, you deal with 5, 10 white girls, you've dealt with them all, man. Just keep me 1,000 with you guys. And you guys in the chat can fucking confirm this for me. They're not interesting, bro. They really aren't. Most of them are not. It's literally cookie cutter type shit. All right? So since she became famous and she didn't have any like redeemable skill sets or anything interesting to say, like the allure falls off like that, okay? And this is most women in America, mind you. Like, this isn't just her. She just happened to become famous. But, like, this is just most women in America. Sorry. Right? So, grand opening, grand closing, bro.
Disappointing ass world we
You get that kind of fame, you got to pivot into something interesting and cool. Have something cool to do. She wasn't able to do that. Right? And, like, build the audience. I'll give you guys an example, right? Let's use Fresh and Fit as an example. A lot of you found us through viral clips of us kicking girls off the show, debates, you know, analogies, all this shit, right? Me basically finally being able to tell women what men really think and or telling them the harsh truth, right? And a lot of you guys are able to almost kind of live vicariously through me. Oh, yes, finally, somebody's telling these bitches what we're all thinking. And a lot of you guys got hooked off of that. But if that's all we did, we would be cooked. Why? Because that will make us 100% reliant on the girls. And by being 100% reliant on the girls, we can't make content unless we have the girls. So we understood early on, we can't just go ahead and just do content on bitches. We got to actually give you guys content to self-improve. So that's why we said, all right, we need a Monday Monday, we need a Womanizer Wednesday, we need a call-in show, etc. Okay? Because if we're only doing this one gimmick, we're going to become one-trick ponies. Okay? And if you're a one-trick pony, that's not good. You can't diversify the content. So it's cool to draw people in with something wild, but you need to be able to keep them staying there for something that will help them. Okay? So a lot of you guys found us through After Hours, but you guys stayed for the Money Mondays. You guys stayed for the Womanizer Wednesdays. You guys stayed for the geopolitical breakdowns. You guys stayed because we're able to give you value outside of me just telling girls that they're stupid. Right? So, and this is why I'm able to do this, what? We've been going for what, 5.5 hours? We've talked about a multitude of different topics. We've covered true crime, federal indictments. We've covered geopolitical affairs with Russia, Ukraine. We've reacted to stupid-ass streamers like Dante. Right? We're breaking down right now the rise and fall of an internet star. We're going to cover iDubbbz, Oklahoma City bombing, etc. We're going to cover a bunch of different things, higher IQ conversations. But the reason why we went with the After Hours is because we knew people are going to love that shit. And then now you guys are staying here for the other stuff. But you have to have the talent to be able to do that. So there's nothing wrong with having a gimmick of getting people in. But once you become a one-trick pony, shit's going to fall off. This is why niggas like Abba and Preach, they're my sons. I don't respect them. They can't do nothing besides talk shit about other niggas. They can't give you guys high IQ breakdowns on anything because they're stupid. Abba is literally a snake. And Preach is 50 IQ. Hard. And this is why they don't do live streams. They're not intelligent. They're not sharp. They're not like they're not witty like that. And they're supposed to be comedians. They should be able to do it off the top all day. But I'm going off the top. Literally off the top. Pause. Making fun of niggas in the chat. Shooting the shit with you guys. Making y'all suffer through like fests. Right? Doing a real-time breakdown. So the reality is, nothing wrong with having a gimmick to get people in like Hawk Tuah girl did. But the problem is that she didn't have a skill set to keep them there. She didn't have a skill set to keep them there. Imagine like she did like oh guys, I'm really good at makeup. If she did a makeup channel, she'd be fine. You want to know why? The rug pull, whatever the fuck it may be, we still love you. You still give us value. She would have been able to retain a core audience. But she didn't do that. That's what fucked her up. That's what royally fucked her up, chat. So now you guys see how we were able to maintain and stay successful. So we brought the girls in, y'all came for the girls. Even when the haters came after us, we built such a bond with some of you guys that you were like, man, I don't give a fuck what all these other YouTube hater niggas say about y'all because you guys helped me. You guys helped me make more money. You guys helped me get my credit score up. You guys taught me something about them boys. You guys made me smarter. You guys made me stay in my relationship. You guys helped me get a girlfriend. You guys helped me get married. You guys helped me avoid divorce. You guys helped me navigate the sexual marketplace. So the amount of value we gave you guys in that period of time, right, where you found us, was insurmountable. So even when the haters came at us, it called us fresh and fraud. They made the false allegations. They said all the bullshit, whatever it may be. Y'all like, fuck them niggas. We fuck with Fresh and Fit because they've helped us more than the haters have. That's why when I talk shit and I say, yo, Abba, what the fuck have you done for your fans? Nothing. Has he helped them make any more money? No. Has he helped them lose weight? No. Has he helped them get a girlfriend? No. Has he helped them change their life? No. That's why I can stay on 10 toes down, 2 feet, hand to the chest like this and know that I've accomplished way more than he has. He can talk all the shit that he wants. He still won't box me because he's a bitch. He knows I beat the fuck out of him. He knows that. That's why he will never accept it, because he's a coward. So not only am I more interesting than you, I'm funnier than you, and you're supposed to be a comedian. I make better content than you, smarter than you, better than you ever regard. That's why you got to pre-record your videos with jump cuts, and you're still a dummy. And you're a sodomite. You get pegged in the ass. Fucking pussy. You also would get beat up by me. So you will never accept that boxing match because you're a coward. You try to point it off on your retarded buddy. Hey, Prince will fight you. Nigga, I don't want to beat that nigga up. That's a crime to beat idiots in fucking Florida. Literally, it's a crime to beat up mentally handicapped people in Florida. I'm not trying to go to jail for a felony, bro. Preacher retard, literally. I guarantee. 54 IQ, probably. 54 IQ, guaranteed. But you, nigga, I'll take the felony for you. But you're a coward. You try to punch it off, try to snake it. Oh, well, you can fight Preach. You said fight both y'all. I told you already. You fucking come down here. You got to come with Preach. Fresh could go ahead and box Preach. I don't know. Them niggas can fucking wrestle. I don't know. And then me and you box. Everybody will love it. You can make some money off it. But you won't, because you know I'll beat the fuck out of you. You know it. And that's fine. But that's the point I'm trying to make. We gave enough value where their hit pieces didn't matter. And we're still here 3 years later. Them niggas thought we would get banned. They thought we would be done. How many times have they said Fresh and Fit is done? We're still here because we add fucking value. That's how you guys survive. So even if a rug pull, even if some bullshit like this were her, if she had added value to her audience, she would have been able to maintain a core audience and then build from there. But she didn't do that. And that's 101, guys, when it comes to content creation. If you get a fast blow up, it's fine. You just need to have something there to keep the people after the fact.